thank you so much for joining me for today's video where we are talking all about productivity, specifically my top 3 productivity tips / hacks. These are things that genuinely help me get more done throughout my day. As with all my videos, I will have timestamps listed below, so feel free to bounce around the video if you'd like. If you find this video helpful, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Also leave a comment below with your best productivity tip. I would love to hear from you. Let's go ahead and get started with tip number 1, which is don't make your bed, aka prioritize. I cannot tell you how many videos I have watched discussing productivity, life-changing hacks, how to start your day, best morning routine, how to get more done, how to feel more accomplished. And by the way, these are videos from creators who I, subscribe to, I watch all of the time, I really admire, and I find their advice helpful 99% of the time. But a common theme through these types of videos, they always tell you, make your bed. Feel so much more productive if you make your bed. If you get nothing else done that day, at least you've made your bed. For me, that is not helpful advice. I have tried taking that advice thinking like, okay, sure, let me make my bed every single day for the next week. And I gotta say, it did not make a difference for me personally. I don't like the idea that if I get nothing else done, at least my bed is made, because I could care less about my bed being made. For me personally, I find it a waste of 5, 10, 15 minutes, however long it takes you to make your bed. I would rather spend that time on something that is going to make more of an impact on my day. So that's what I mean by prioritize. For me, instead of spending 10 minutes making the bed or however long, I'd rather get myself ready for the day and pick up the house a little bit. Basically what this tip is find 1 to 3 things to start your day with. That's going to nourish your day. That's going to make an impact, and that's going to start your day on the right foot. For me, I like to get myself ready. That might just be a little bit of tinted SPF and some mascara and throw on a comfy dress. When I look in the mirror and I'm not in pajamas, looking like I just rolled out of bed, I feel like I'm ready to start my day off right. I just feel more productive. And that's a personal thing. For you, it might be something totally different. Something else that I like to do, usually when my kids are having breakfast and I have 5 minutes with my hands free at least, I can go around and just pick up the house. I pick up the house before I go to sleep, and somehow when I wake up in the morning, it still needs to be picked up. My boyfriend leaves socks and shirts and paper towels and an empty cup in the living room. The dishes that I did the night before are now dry and need to be put away. My son wakes up a little early and decides to play with every single toy he owns. There's always something that just needs to get done around my house. So during that time, I like to just pick up, have my house at like that baseline clean, because when I look around and I see clutter and dishes that need to be done or put away, I feel like, oh, okay, I can't do anything else on my list until this thing gets done. For me, if I get nothing else done that day, besides getting myself ready and getting my house picked up, it's a little bit better than just having my bed made. For you, maybe you like to start your day out by taking a run, or you pray. Whatever it might be for you, find those 1 to 3 things that are gonna nourish your day and set you up for success. And maybe it's making the bed. No judgment here. Maybe if I had like a nicer bed or something and more decorative pillows, I don't know. Maybe one day I will be the type of person that has to make their bed in the morning. But for now, I just don't care about it. All right. Tip number 2, empty out your brain. Have a running to-do list. I cannot stress to you how stressed I feel when I have a million tabs open in my brain. I have 2 kids. I like to keep a tidy house, do YouTube as a hobby. We are planning on moving in a few months. There's always just things that need to get done. There's always something I'm adding to my to-do list. I'm thinking of an idea for a video. There's a doctor's appointment that I need to make. Whatever it is, there's always something that pops up in my head. And for me, I have to immediately write it down. If you think you will remember later, you won't. Just grab your phone, text it to your partner, write it down in the notes app. No matter how busy I am, I find a way to write down what I need to do in that moment. If you are feeling stressed right now because you have an upcoming project for work, or you just have a bunch of projects around the house that you need to get done, and you're feeling frazzled and you don't know where to start, and you're just, you got that feeling, very familiar with it, take a deep breath, take 5 minutes, sit down with pen and paper, and just write everything down. Get it on a paper, get it out of your head. You will feel so much better when you see that list, knowing you won't be forgetting anything, knowing that it'll get done. And when you have the time, sit down with your planner, your Google Calendar, schedule, whatever it might be, however you keep track of things, take all of that stuff that you just emptied out from your brain and plug it in where it needs to go so it gets done. It's not so much out of sight, out of mind, like, oh, it's out of my head now and I don't need to worry about it. No, still take care of those things, right? It's just out of sight, I'll take care of it at the right time. Tip number 3 is to just do the thing. If you are waiting for the perfect moment to do something, that perfect moment is now. Just do it. This is your sign. There is no perfect time. You just need to do it or else you will never get it done. I struggle with this so much. This is the hardest thing for me to actually adapt into my life. I'm very much the type of person where all of the circumstances need to be perfect in order for me to get this thing done. I want to clear out 2 hours, dedicate to this one thing, whatever that thing may be. But the truth is I have 2 kids, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I homeschool. The chances that I am going to find 2 free hours in my day are very, very low. Those opportunities don't come up very often for me. If I sit around and wait for those pockets of time, it's just not gonna happen, and my to-do list is going to keep piling up and nothing is ever gonna get done. So I have really had to change the way that I do things and get things done. My new kind of motto that I try to remind myself is doing something is better than nothing, and getting something done is better than getting it done perfectly. So for example, before I had 2 kids, I had a lot of time to myself. My boyfriend would be at work, our son would be at daycare, and our second little baby was in my tummy at the time. I had hours to myself during the day, and boy did I take it for granted. I had all the time in the world. I could declutter the entire house, I could deep clean the entire house, I could go grocery shopping, I could clean out the car. There's so many things that I could do in that time that now I just can't. So instead of doing a one-time big declutter, big deep clean, I have had to reschedule things. I have a 4-year-old who stays home, no longer goes to daycare, and I homeschool him, and I have a 10-month-old who needs me pretty much around the clock. So now in this phase of my life, I don't have 2 hours to dedicate to one thing. Instead, I have 15 minutes here. I have 45 minutes here. So in this example of, decluttering and deep cleaning, instead of trying to get it all done on one day, I've broken our apartment into like 3 sections. So on the first Sunday of every month, on that first section, I'm able to go through, declutter, deep clean, get it all organized, and feel like, okay, section 1 is done. And then on that first Monday of every month, I can do section 2, and then on Tuesday I do section 3. However it needs to look for your phase of life, just change and adapt. It's okay. Don't adhere yourself to these schedules and to-do lists and time limits. You need to work your tasks around your life and not your life around your tasks, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head right now. But I do find that I'm able to get more done when I don't worry about finding the perfect time to do it. Like if I just pick something on my list and I'm like, it has to get done, let me just start on it now. Maybe in 20 minutes, I'm gonna get interrupted and have to press pause and pick it up the next day or whatever. And trust me, it drives me crazy. Like it makes me so anxious to start something and not finish it right then and there. In a perfect world, I would be able to get that task done under the perfect circumstances on my own time and do it how I wanted to do it for however long I wanted to do it. And that's the thing about seasons in your life and phases in your life. In a few years, I will have 2 children who are going to be school aged. They will be going to school. I will then again have a few hours during the day to myself, and I can start taking 2 hours at a time to do certain things and not be interrupted as much. But for now, it's just not possible, and I have to just do the thing. So speaking of doing the thing, I actually had a different video planned to film today, and I didn't have enough time to sit down and like script it out and do the research that I wanted to do and get it prepared beforehand. So I just looked at this big list that I have of video ideas, and I picked this one, and I decided just to sit down and film it. I've been filming for 20 minutes now. It's probably gonna be, I don't know, like an 8-minute video. Look below and see if I'm right. Just decided to sit down and do the thing because I had a pocket of time to film, and I had this idea, and I just sat down and I started talking, and hopefully it wasn't too rambly and I'm able to edit together into something coherent and helpful. But that's just the whole point of doing the thing, is something is better than nothing, and getting something done is better than getting it done perfectly. That is the end of my tips for now. I do have a lot more that I could share with you if you're interested, so please let me know if you'd like another video like this. And again, I'd love it if you would subscribe. But for now, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.